I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat, South America. Hello, everybody. Roberta. Sorry, Johnny. Oh, no. After effects of 3 fillings and a cleaning. But on the upside, my doctor is eye candy. Maybe that's the medicine talking. Maybe tomorrow. I hope you feel better, Roberta. I really do. Krista Melinda, thanks for being here. Jason Ledford. Hello, Jane. Brock Bandy. All right. So the Tired Buffalo is Timothy Glass. Very cool. I know that now. I didn't know that. Hello, Cindy G. Barella. Susie. Archie's mom, Barbara. How cool is this? Hey, if everybody could hit the like, that would be outstanding. I don't know if you guys noticed. I went a few minutes early. Toby Reveley, good to see you. Josh Cohen, good to see you. Peg City Peppers. Tommy and I woke up this morning. Hi, Amy. Lilac Lime. We woke up this morning feeling like crud. I couldn't get out of low gear. That's why I said to him, I was sitting on the couch. I'm like, I can't get out of low gear. Tassie Dahl, good to see you. So kind of lost like 4 hours where I could have been doing things where I was just kind of trying to feel better. I'm feeling better. My energy is not where it should be, where I'd like it to be, but I'm getting there. Feeling kind of yucky. But I got a cool sauce to show you guys. So everybody, if you can, I can't see the when I go through StreamYard, which is the live thing I use to go live with you. I can't see the upvotes or anything. I have no idea. So I can't see if you guys are liking this thing. So I'm trusting you will. So today we went shopping to get all the stuff for the guys on Thursday. We're making sandwiches for them. Bringing them. Yeah, what are the chips? Plantain chips. It's going to be a fun lunch. Can't wait to go. If somebody could give me a 5x5, that would be outstanding. Yeah, we're going to eat a plantain. Kind of silly. Yeah, we. No, I don't. Josh is such a good dude. Hardest working man on YouTube. Getting there. I didn't work hard enough today. That's for sure. Thanks for the 5x5. Mike Chiliesimo, good to see you. Look at all the help there. Thank you with the 5x5s. So let me show you what I got today. I went shopping, and I'm going to eat this sauce in an avocado. But I want to show you this. First, let me show you the avocados. This is how we buy them. The 3 bottom ones are ripe and ready to go, and the 4 ones on top are a little bit further out. So we find that if you buy all 6 ready, by the time you get to the end, they go fast, quick. This is brilliant. This was $5. So we're gonna cut this thing open and the sauce open, and put it in an avocado. David Booley, good to see you. Connor Wrigley, I'm glad you're here. Thank you guys for being here. Hit that like button. Let me tell you what's in this thing, this sauce. It's from Astaray. Shouldn't do. Good to see you. This is a Ecuadorian sauce company. It's Salsa De Aji Dulce. Do you know what? This is one of the mildest sauces, they say. Disclosure, Aaron, good to see you. Gouthie, hello there. Shenandoah, I think I said hi, Ray, but glad you're here. This is like one of the mildest peppers. It's not even, I can't remember what it said. Yeah, it's not even considered pungent. So, but we're going to have fun with it. It looks good. And this company, I have tried some already. Tommy made a steak today. This morning we had steak and eggs. Trying to get some protein to get going. And I put the other sauce I had from this company on it, and it was lovely. But this sauce is Salsa De Aji Dulce. Here are the ingredients. We have water. We've got sugar. We've got dulce pepper, vinegar, some salt, and some xanthan gum. That's just reading the label. So I may have gotten that wrong. Who knows? No, I think I got it right. And this, Krista Malin is awesome. Check this out. There's their website. Very cool company. And no, I don't think any yogurt is going to be required for this one. But listen, just because we said yogurt, you know what's going to happen, right? You know who's going to show up any minute?
Yeah.
Kellyanne. And she's going to, I promise you, she'll drop a very funny yogurt. She never runs out. There's every single day. All right. So I'm going to review the sauce first, and then we'll, hi, Dane. Can you?
Yeah.
It's fruity, isn't it? It has a really fruity aroma. It smells lovely. Hello, Travis. Saw some weirdos eating baby shampoo to try to kill the spice. Baby shampoo to kill the heat. That's interesting. Is Kellyanne already here? She's funny. All right, so let's get into this here. I'll try the sauce first, and then we'll put it on the avocado. So this is from Astaray, Salsa De Aji Dulce. Sound like wolves out there. Super mild. There's garlic. I don't know if I mentioned the garlic, but boy, there's garlic. So the garlic is prominent. It almost tastes like a sweet and sour sauce. Like if you had it for like wings or something, it has a sweet and sour sort of flavor to it. Tommy, you should try this. Oh man, it's lovely. It just, to me, it's maybe my taste buds are off because I'm not 100% with my health, but it really does taste like a sweet and sour sauce. One little dark spot on it. This is a good looking avocado. As far as heat, there really isn't any. Super mild. You know, it would be good on just about anything. I would use this instead of salad dressing. For real, it would be a great salad dressing. Cliff Ann, hello there. So this is going to restore my health. Not really, but it tastes good. Let me ask you guys, have any of you guys done this with avocados yet? Because you can put any hot sauce there is in it, it's going to work. For real, it's just an amazing thing. If you haven't done it yet, you have to. Tommy and I have got some cool plans for something that's going to be starting Friday. Have we decided on Friday?
I think so.
I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to tease you all week. And I think Friday, we're going to start something new. And it's sure to get your attention. This, I assure you. All right. So that was yummy. So if you haven't tried some of these Ecuadorian hot sauce, you have to try it. They're absolutely wonderful. My favorite, this is a wonderful sauce company. It's not my favorite yet, but it's climbing the list. It's very, very good. Tassie Dalt, sad, but I've never tried avocado. Really? Are they available? You just something you have? You just kind of haven't. I mean, is it around you? Can you? Are they where you're at? You're in Australia, I'm sure. I think, right? Excuse me, guys. So you have to try it. I think they're pretty much available everywhere. I'm sure there's stores near you that have them. You should try them. If you've ever had guacamole, you've had avocado. I love avocado and making guacamole. There you go, Archie's mom. I think towards the end of this week, Tommy's going to make ceviche, and he hasn't done that yet. It's going to be great. Avocados need a new toy inside. I have too many of those wooden balls. I think they're pretty cool. Have you ever grown one? You know, start an avocado tree or plant. That'd be kind of a cool thing. Anyone found in the States or ordered from the link yet? I don't know if anybody is. I haven't heard of anybody. Usually someone will say, I got some, I bought some from the video and it's coming, but I haven't heard anything like that yet. So you never know. But as far as price, this was like I can't remember, like under $2 for this. Everything is very inexpensive. Today, Tommy and I went and we showed the some of the steak that they have there. Rio, Kellyanne, I knew you were going to be here. We were just talking about you. Are you sure it's a hot sauce and not a sweet and sour sauce? Nah, you know, for somebody it would be spicy, but I think it's pretty lovely myself. You are my favorite YouTuber. That's an awfully kind thing to say, David Booley. For real, honestly, I've only tried avocado with lemon, lime, and salt, which is wonderful that way. I haven't tried it with hot sauce yet. You need to. It's really, really good. Travis asks, have I reviewed soursop or chirimoya yet? I have not. Sounds like I'd like it, though. Here's the thing. I like just about everything. I don't know if that is what makes me like somebody that's good at reviewing or if it's bad, because I rarely say I don't like something.
I've seen that.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't want to put anything on the glass.
Okay, one of those.
You want me to?
No, it's all right. You want a half an avocado?
Yeah.
Here, why don't you eat this? Do yourself a favor, for real. Put a little bit of this in it,
I'll do it.
and then report back and let people know what you think of it.
I'll do it.
You believe that, you guys? Tommy's going to try it. So when I was at the in 1 hot minute, Tassie Dalt, you need to get one. Here's the thing. If you're going to get one, let me know when you get it. Email me or something. I'll do 1 hot minute right away, because once you get them, if they're ripe, they don't last long. The avocados, they go, once they're ripe, they go fast. You know, it really does. Robert, good to see you. So today we were at the grocery store and we're looking at the steaks they have there. The steaks are incredible. I was showing everybody, because a lot of people ask about it, because I talked about it in the video. The tomahawks are like $7 or $8. And I did it. We don't eat the tomahawks though. We have found, we bought tomahawks, ribeyes, like New York strip, T-bones, porterhouse. There's everything there. But the ones that we have found, isn't that incredible? Tommy's eating it. We'll see what he thinks. But the best we found, as far as like just being super tender, you can cut it with a fork, are the T-bones. And they're like $3.50 for a T-bone. What do you think of that, Tommy Scoville? Is it?
It's sweet.
See, does it taste like kind of maybe not a sweet and sour? Do you kind of get like a bite to it?
No, that's like sweet and sour. Really good.
See that?
I think you can use it as a glaze.
Like on ham or something?
Yeah.
You could just put it on, you know what? You could bring it as a dip. He's liking it.
Yeah, okay.
So today we did all the shopping. So tomorrow or Wednesday, we'll be making sandwiches for the guys out at the recovery center. We're all super excited about that. That's the highlight of our week. I'm not kidding. It really is. I got a list of everything that they need to complete the last living quarters that they inaugurated. We showed you last Thursday. And man, it's not much. So we're going to try to help out again. Kristen says that T-bones are $23 a pop at my grocery store.
Would that be grass-fed?
Yeah, you know, stuff is very inexpensive here. It's grass-fed and, you know, aged. It's just their steaks really are great. And here's the crazy thing. Are you ready for this? I just found out today. We went in there today, and Tom and I ran into a woman that we go to church with. Jen, if she sees this, hi, Jen. But the steaks they're just in the flavor. Every Friday, there's a 10% discount. They cut all the meat 10%. On Wednesday, they cut all produce 20% every single Wednesday. So when we went today, we forgot sandwich bags for these sandwiches. So we have to go back tomorrow. So now that Tommy's on this wicked cooking thing, he really likes it. And he's good at it. You know what we had for dinner? I give you 1,000 guesses. You never guess. And why would you? It's a weird thing. Dane Young says, very cool. They will appreciate it. You know what? They're the nicest guys. I wish I could do a lot more for them. But tonight for dinner, Tommy made gnocchi. Great Italian dish. I don't know if anybody here's had gnocchi, but it was absolutely wonderful. And he's really getting into this cooking thing. Barbara says, hello, Cliff Ann. Kelly says, surprisingly good selection of foods in your grocery store. Here's what's great about it, Kelly Ann. There's tons of things that we've never seen before. So that makes it fun. But anything that you have, you can get American stuff. But if you buy stuff from America, you're going to spend a lot more money. And that's kind of how they do things. But like today, is this the most we've ever spent in the grocery store?
Except for the first time when
We spent, it was $172, I think, is what my grocery bill was.
Trash cans.
Right. And what I bought today, I'm not kidding you. I love going to the store because I feel like I'm winning. I feel like I walk out of there feeling guilty, But I'm certain it would have cost $3.50 in a store in North America. It would. Just the steaks alone would have been more than. Yeah, we bought. Yeah. Isn't that great? And he's drinking the sauce. Wow, he's drinking it. That's crazy. Was that a brisket you saw? Yep, they have brisket. I haven't looked at the price on brisket. They have everything. The meat selection is crazy. You know what's the big expensive thing there is? It's hilarious. You can get a tomahawk steak for $7 or a T-bone for $3.50. But you know what? A roasted chicken. You ever see those roasted chickens in the little plastic thing? They're already cooked. You just got to take them and go home. And you've seen them, right?
16?
No, they're like $14 or $15, depending on the size. 14 or 15 for a chicken. But you can buy, you can buy 3 T-bones for that.
But you can go to huge chickens on 2nd Street. There are places that just sell chicken.
Yeah, it's weird. It doesn't seem like that's the
in the Maxi. You don't see a lot of chicken at all. It's just
when the restaurants, not that the restaurants that we've gone to around here, have you seen chicken ever?
You do not see chicken a lot of them.
Really have not.
Italian
Tassi Dalt, they do have champagne there. It's bizarre. They have Dom Perignon is like I think it was $487 for a bottle. I don't care what you're celebrating. That's ridiculous. Jason says you have to have that one big grocery bill a month. It's almost unavoidable. It's a fraction. A fraction of what we paid in North America. They said that like eating out is almost less expensive than cooking at home. It's really cheap to eat out. You can go to restaurants and for like $4 have, an entree, a drink, and a main course. It's bizarre how cheap it is. But doing it the way we're doing it, it's cheaper to eat at home. We've eaten out, I think, twice in the last 3 weeks, or 3 times in the last 3 weeks. It's always the same place, and it's the same thing. We always get ceviche. Dane Young says rotary chickens are like $12 here. I was stunned to see them like $15 for a chicken. That's bizarre to me. What are they? I think when we lived in Tucson, what are they, like $8, $9? It was like $8 or $9 when we lived in Tucson.
But the steak would kill us.
Yeah, I couldn't eat steak. I couldn't eat a steak like that in North America. I couldn't afford it. Jason asks, are there any major poultry farms in the area? I know South America is big on cattle. Yeah, there's a lot of cattle in Brazil and Argentina. And there's tons of seafood, but they've got to have a chicken farm somewhere around here, right?
Like I said, when you walk up and down 2nd Street, or you go 1 street past 2nd Street, you'll find places that only sell chicken. They're birds, whole birds, out front, like waiting to be bought. But it's, I think it caters to a small place because it's not any of the big stores.
Yep. And Brock says, don't buy peanut butter. Peanut butter was like, what was it, $30 for two jars?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Stumpaholic, good to see you. There's Stumpaholic. Okay, so Josh says 2 sirloin steaks, bottle of avocado oil, and a gallon of milk, $48 at the grocery store.
Wow.
Yep. I'm not joking. I almost feel guilty when we leave there. I'm leaving and we get a cab home, and we're looking at the list, and it's like, it's absurd. We walk out giggling. It's something that we do every time we go. We take a guess. I'm like, what do you think it's going to be? What do I think it's going to be? And when, what are one of the places that we went to that had one of the discount cards? Brazzers?
Oh, in the
Basher. There's a place called Basher, and it's you have a little card, like a discount card for their store, but rarely would you ever save any money. We have a discount card with this one. We save like every single time we go, we save like 10 or 15 or 20 bucks every single time. And it's like the bill isn't even that much. Here's a funny thing. Tassie Doll says, you notice the prices fluctuate much. They do, but you know how they fluctuate? They go down. Every once in a while they go up, but they go down more often than they go up. And that's something I don't ever remember seeing that since I was like a child. When I was a little kid, it would happen. But ever since, every time the prices change, they're just going up. I've never seen them go down. And here, and it's ridiculous, but I'm like today, I was getting the ham for the ham sandwiches. And I'm looking at, there's like 10 different kinds of ham, different brands. And so I'm counting the number of slices and the weight, and I'm trying to compare the prices. And it's like $1.70 for a pack of ham. But I want to save money, you know what I mean? But it is bizarre how the prices go down a lot. It's very, very strange. Here we go. Murphy, it's you. Is Tommy still investing in Vegemite stock? Are you still investing in Vegemite stock? He's backed off. Here's the thing. I haven't. He's cooking now. And to me, if you have like spaghetti sauce for anything Italian, like he made gnocchi tonight, if you put a teaspoon of Vegemite in the sauce while it's cooking, it is. I'll need a roommate. No, it's such a good thing. I'm sure somebody in the chat has done that. It is really, it adds a savory flavor to it. He's just so close-minded with that. Stay out of my kitchen, he says. We have a good division of labor. He cooks. I just clean the dishes, but he's really good at it. Robert asks, are there Asian places around you? Yeah, you bet. And pizza places, there are probably 10 pizza joints within 3 blocks, 2 square blocks.
Yeah, maybe more than that.
Maybe even more. There's just so many. I think there's 540 restaurants in this city. And it's really weird. If you eat like on the strip, like ceviche will cost you $8 or $9 for ceviche, which is crazy because it's like 30 shrimp. It's just absurd. If you go one street up, you can get it for $6. If you go another street, if you go 2 or 3 street backs, you can get it for $3 ceviche. I'm not even kidding you. The thing that's crazy about it is it's the same fit, the same shrimp. I mean, stuff was swimming yesterday. You're eating it today. Everything is so fresh. So it's just when you first get here, I think what happens when we first got here, we weren't comfortable enough to say, hey, let's just walk 5 streets back and away from everything super nice. And when you first go there, you're like, oh, I don't know. But after you've been here a while, it's like, I'm not, like, I feel very, very safe here. I was saying today, I was talking to Tommy, there's a YouTuber that got into a lot of trouble in Jamaica. Vitaly, right? Not Jamaica, excuse me, the Philippines. He's like locked up and he ain't getting out. And he was such a jerk. And I was watching some of the videos, it's horrific. But I felt safe as can be when I went to the Philippines. But there's a safer feeling even here. When I went to the Philippines, I went there a couple of times and someone said to me, don't go to I think it was Davao City. They said that they were snagging people and like asking for ransom. And even if they got the ransom, you wouldn't find the people. They told me not to go there. Well, they literally said ISIS was there. So I'm like, okay, I don't need to go there. And I'm sure the city that we live in, there hasn't been a murder or anything really shady happened. I can't even find information because I looked. But if you go to Guayaquil, some bad things there. Today I was watching just 4 or 5 videos in a row of people robbing people on a bus in Guayaquil. Do you see any of those?
Guayaquil's a little place I want to go.
Yeah. Rico Dorsey, good to see you. We are good. My energy's picking up a little bit since I started talking with you guys. $7 for ceviche. Wow, you can hardly get Starbucks for $7. Yeah. Tommy's making ceviche Friday. Didn't you say Friday?
Go to the cevicheria, you'll get ceviche, you'll get a bowl of soup, and you'll get whatever you want to drink, and it's $3.
No, that's a cevicheria, they call it?
Yeah, it's $3.95.
You can get, what is it for $3.95?
You can get ceviche.
You get ceviche
and
any kind of soup you want,
yeah,
a beverage for $3.95.
Just about
And that's on, what's that, 3 blocks in?
Yeah, about 3 blocks in, but every single one of those places has the
Yeah, there's a thing that happens in every restaurant, not so much on the Malecone, but if you go out a couple few streets, everybody has their like $3.50 or $3.95 special, where you get a like ceviche, a salad, and a drink and that's it. And I mean, it's a load of food. Even if you're hungry, and every restaurant has that. Disclosure. All right. I just did put a very large amount of the new sauce I got the other day on another lamb skewer, and it felt a lot less hot. Sauces hit the steady stat pretty quick. Can beat the fresh peppers. Yeah, it's a cool sauce. I've eaten it, but I've never reviewed it on the channel for reasons you can probably figure out. It's getting weird here. What's going on in DC? I don't know, man. I'll tell you something. Here's the truth. Dane, I watched the news. Hi, Wes Lightburn. Good to see you, bro. Rick Smith. Good to see you. Debbie Zito. Thank you for being here, Debbie Zito. I don't know. I watch the news, and every day I watch. It's really a very bizarre thing. We watch videos. 100 times I've said that couldn't happen here. It's just so laid back. It's like I watch videos where, listen, a couple times, Tommy and I have got a cab and go to the grocery store and come back with a cab that doesn't even have license plates. I'm not making this up. They're just not. They have bigger fish to fry, and they're not harassing their citizens. And I've watched probably maybe 10 interactions now with people and police. I've never seen anybody get arrested yet. I've seen one person get a ticket, and it was I think it got a ticket. It could have been a warning. It was something on a pad, But it's just a very laid back place. But Debbie Zito, is it dangerous to even fly into Guayaquil? No, we flew into Guayaquil, and it wasn't scary to fly in there. I'll tell you what, though, that was one of the most nerve-wracking spots, because as we were coming in, that's where you're reuniting with your luggage. So we haven't seen our luggage since we've been there. We get our luggage, and we walk around the corner, and there's a woman staying there with a guy, and they had 3 bags. I think 3 bags opened up, and every single thing they had was laid out in this big room. I'm like, oh my God. And then we didn't have anything, but I didn't want to be delayed. I had the cats that hadn't had their gabapentin, and they needed it. They were starting to freak out. So that's what made it nerve wracking, but it's if you stay in the airport, I'm sure it's safe as can be, but it is a place that has where there's more crime. Please say names slowly. I'll do that, court reporter. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you being here. I talk fast. I usually tell people, listen quicker. Can you carry out? Yeah, you can, Dane, for sure. Absolutely. In fact, the pizza joint we just found, I can't remember the name of it, but it's delicious. And it was you buy a pie, get a pie free. Or wasn't it get or half price? No, buy one, get one free.
Of any size.
Of any size. And we got like the family size, and we got
pizza for days.
Yeah, it was really, really good. It's the best pizza we've had. But they told us they'll deliver or you can take out. So I think most probably do that.
There's a lot of delivery services, even for restaurants that don't deliver.
I think they have their like DoorDash here. You see guys on motorcycles.
Exact same thing. It's called the exact same.
And they have a little box on the back of their motorcycle, and they're the ones that are usually breaking the speed limit. Taco Bell needs to bring back Baja sauced tacos, says Jim Rockford. Jim Rockford, good to see you. I don't know if I remember the Baja sauced tacos. I've eaten a lot of Taco Bell, though. Dane, the fact that it's essentially stuck in the 80s sounds awesome. It really is. All the places where they play music, it's all stuff from the 80s, and they play a lot of American stuff.
There's also a lot of big hair.
Yeah. There's neon, a lot of neon still.
Yeah, very here.
It's pretty funny. I wonder if there's a yogurt channel. Who do you think is asking that, Tommy Scoville?
Well, she should come up with it.
Right? Oh, it's Johnny and Kellyanne. I wonder if there's a yogurt channel, like the aquarium or fireplace ones. Yeah, there's a dude who reviews dog food and he eats it. So I'm sure there's probably a yogurt community. Forget yogurt channel. I never thought there was like a pepper community, but there is one. I think there's probably a knitting community, a crochet community, you name it. For real. Lawn Dog. Johnny, what did you think of the pizza ingredients compared to what we have here in the United States? The kind of fake stuff. Here's the truth of it. I didn't see, I don't know. I just ordered it and it showed up, right? but it was incredible. I do know this though. If you go to like, if you guys go to like a grocery store and you're getting like sour cream, I was with David Foy once, and we were looking at sour cream, and one of them had ingredients would have taken me 3 minutes to read to you, and the one looked just like it, same blue and white. I mean, they were knocking one off as far as visual, and the other one had 4 ingredients. Well, I'm buying the stuff that has 4 ingredients anytime, because I don't want all that other stuff is not good for you. I want, I think the fewer ingredients, the better you're going to be. And that's what you find here. All the products on shelves are very, it's like that, all of it. She really gives it to you. Gauthy says, Kellyanne sure does. If you need to go watch the video, if you haven't seen it, the roast, she was hilarious. She was hilarious. The jokes that she's the roast master. Everybody was really funny. Everybody was funny that day. Josh says, it's sad to know the U.S. isn't the light of the world anymore. Here's the thing. It's comprised of a lot of lights, right? How many times has somebody said to you, I've said to people in this chat, you're a light in a dimly lit world. There's 48 of us here, and you guys are all lights in a dimly lit world. So even though the U.S. can't be the light, you all can. You know what I mean? So yeah, Tommy's praying for a comeback. Tassie Dalt says, talking music, new tattoo yesterday, added a bass guitar on my arm. Nice. Very cool. You should send me email me a pic of that. chasetheheat@gmail.com. I'm sort of craving some new ink. We were talking about that just the other day. Barbara, wait, I don't know how you ever leave your balcony. I'd be there all the time. You know what? I'm not on it enough. But it is beautiful. It's really nice at night. But I still haven't seen not one star or the moon since I've been here. Next channel will be Yogurt on the Balcony from Kellyanne. Right? Lawn Dog, what's the matter, Johnny? You don't trust science? Dow Chemical? What was your slogan? Trust us. We're Dow Chemical. That's hilarious.
All India.
Better living through chemistry, says Lawn Dog. Yes. Yeah. Benny, good to see you. Here's the deal, though. I understand the dilemma. 340 million people. You can't. I mean, it's hard to. I get it. How do you mass produce? It's hard. It's difficult. Like when you go to a doctor and you sit down and you got to fill out 10 pages of paperwork, and you're doing paperwork for 35, 45 minutes before you can even. You got to hand to them, then you got to sit and wait some more, and then they pull you into a waiting room that isn't even where the doctor is, and you sit in that room for a while. Then you get to see the doctor, and you're there. How long are you at the doctor's? 10 minutes, and then you're out of there. Depending on what it is. I mean, I used to go for an asthma. I have asthma. They say you need to get a prescription. I didn't have a primary care doctor, so I had to go to like urgent care. 10 pages of paperwork, hand it, and do that process I just mentioned. And I'd say I have asthma. I'd say I'll write you a prescription. I walk out of there. He'd small talk with me for 10 minutes, so they didn't feel like they were really ripping me off. Tommy got his tooth pulled. He was in agony. We went to the dentist. He was in front of the window. We got our appointment time wrong. We thought it was at 9:30. We thought it was at 9. It turned out it was at 9:30, so we were there early. There's a dude in place looking out the glass at us, and Tommy was like doing one of these numbers. So he came out and essentially said, "Are you hurting?" And he's like, "I'm dying." He opened the door. They weren't even open yet. He unlocked the door, opened the door, and I swear to you, may God take me out if I'm lying, within 90 seconds, it was probably a lot less than that. It may have been 60. Within 90 seconds, he was sitting in the chair. And I hear the guys using the app, like I have the translation app. So he's F14A mechanic. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. He's using the app, but instead of holding it up so he can read it, he does the voice thing. So it says it to you. I hear him typing stuff up, and then I hear him say, "Breathe. You haven't breathed since you've been here." Then he said, this is not going to hurt you. Relax. This is going to be okay. What kind of music do you like? He was a gentle dude, but he was in the chair within 90 seconds. The whole thing, he was done within like 20 minutes after the hour. He was done before his real appointment was even supposed to happen. and he didn't even ask him his name. I swear to you, it's the truth. He walked in, sat down, didn't say, where are you from? Told him what the problem was, opened his mouth, and 20 minutes, we walked out. The only reason he asked his name is because he had to write a prescription for antibiotics and the painkillers. They don't have any, listen, they don't like painkillers, which is a good thing. I'm all about it. Tell me, got a tooth taken out. Like they had to shave, cut it out of a bone practically. And all they had was Advil, essentially, wasn't it? It was like, it's just like a, but I mean, you're not going to come here and think that you're going to go into a pharmacy and get like, Perk 30s, because it doesn't work that way. But if it wasn't for the fact that he had to write him that prescription, I promise you, he wouldn't have even asked his name. It was the coolest thing. The guy was so laid back and so cool. It was amazing. But I understand how with 340 million people, you can't run a business that way. You can't sue somebody here.
It's a very different process.
Yeah. They don't even have a credit rating. How about that? That doesn't mean they don't give loans. They give loans all over the place, but they don't have a credit rating. That you walk in, they go, sit down, and they work it out with you. They find out what you make and where you work, and they it's very, very different.
People walk in a grocery store.
Yeah, if you get too much in your grocery cart, you can finance stuff at the grocery store. I swear to you, it's the truth. We bought a coffee pot. It was like, and we were buying the coffee pot. Right next to it is like all kinds of different appliances, like you name it, like an air conditioner for $600, or you can pay $14 a month and buy it at the grocery store. F14A mechanic. It's a cool story. I hate dentists, scared to death. Me too, man. I've only had 2 fillings in my entire life. And that's because I'm scared to death of dentists. Plus, my dad said, if you ever come home with a tooth knocked out, I'm going to knock the rest of them out. So I was very careful with my teeth. True story. Didn't he say that to us, Brew? That was his. It's funny. You'd think he was kidding.
No, it wasn't.
He wasn't, man. Right now, today we're in a glorious day for, if you want to get braces on your teeth. Not a bad, it's pretty easy to do. But when I was young, it was like, getting a second mortgage. It was expensive then. So it was pretty good that he did that. Have a good night, Dale. Thanks for being here, dude. Hope things are going well. Braces for $12 a month. What is it? I care. If you get eye check and glasses, $16.
It was $14.99, and that was an eye exam and a pair of glasses.
Eye exam and a pair of glasses for $15. True story. And what was there was another one that's pretty funny.
Well, here's the thing: like if you go to a hospital and you don't want to deal with insurance or whatever, the average bill at a hospital is $59.
So if you have an issue and you've got to go to a hospital, there's free healthcare. You'll go through. Well, not free. You don't need insurance. You just walk in and they're going to take care of you. But the average bill is like $59. And now, if you want to, you can get you can pay like $100 a month or something, and you can get the same sort of health insurance that like a president would get.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, a lot of the doctors are expats.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But this guy where was he from? I can't remember.
He was from Colombia.
He was from Colombia, but a super nice guy. I was in the waiting room doing this because I thought I was going to hear bones crunching. So I literally had my fingers in my ears doing this. The doctor asked to put the music up. So that was bad. But that was amazing. I wish I had it on video. It was just so weird to have him open the door, and he was sitting down just like that. For 20 minutes, it was over. After it was over, it was so funny. It was such a reverse thing. It was like hard to even take in. At the very end, we're done. He goes, "Hey, what's your name? Give me your name." It's over. It's already finished. He's like, "What's your name?" It's bizarre to me. I need to send my husband there because he is past warranty and needs new parts. Listen, I am too. I'm way behind Blue Book. Kristen says, being a healthcare provider in the U.S. has gotten harder because of having to fight with insurance companies. Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I was watching one of your chats recently, and someone said their husband went in for a tooth thing, and after 20 minutes of filling out paperwork, he said, he walked out. Do you remember that?
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
Very recently. I can't remember who it was.
I was a little shocked that I didn't fill out the papers.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing. But Kellyanne, Kellyanne, you know what? She does stand up when she's not hanging out on this channel. Barbara, did you check the expiration date? We all got them. Listen, you know what? Aging, it's a funny thing. Tommy and I were talking about that right 10 minutes before, maybe a half hour before I started this. The older I get, the better it gets. My brother was talking to my dad and said, if you go back, what are the best years of your life? And he said 50, 60, and 70. You know what I mean? I can tell you this, I'm far more comfortable in my skin now than I was. It was Barbara Waite's husband that left the dentist. I'm so glad you were here, so I'm not crazy. Remember, I read that. I pay attention. But the older I get, the happier I get. I know it sounds crazy. I'm more balanced. You know what I mean? It's true. F-14, hey, mechanic. I'm a mechanic at a GM dealership. Man, I thought you worked on F-14s. Just pulling your leg there, dude. The aftermarket insurance companies are just as bad. They just don't want to pay for anything. Yep, that's how it is, you know. But again, think about it. There are 40,000 people who live in the city. If you have 340 million people, it's a nightmare. How do you manage that? I understand the dilemma. I really do. It's a bummer. I'm sorry. You know, it really is a bummer. Huh? No, but in Salinas, dude. In Ecuador, there's 18 million people, but in this city, it's very small. Rico, I'm still waiting for my warthog pepper plant to produce a pepper. Somebody was messaging yesterday. I got a comment on my channel that said that super prolific, throwing tons of pods, grows fast. So hopefully it starts going for you. Timothy Glass, AKA the tired buffalo. Barbara Waite, why can't doctors have replacement parts like auto garages? I think they might. Joey Girl, good to see you. There's Joey Girl. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, I can't ask. Been wondering. Who hasn't been wondering how old Kellyanne is? But I can't say it. I just don't. I'm that guy. I'm 61 though, and my kids now in the 30s think we cough dust. You should do stand up, huh? He said they also thought the Island Boys were cool. I saw a special about the Island Boys, small video, like 10 minutes today. Heineken Skywalker, love that name. Hey guys, I want to ask. I know about the chase for the best ceviche. I think we found it. To be honest with you, Heineken Skywalker. Yeah, JD Castle, good to see you. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'll do a review of his restaurant. I want to clear it with him. He has a cool restaurant. It's an Italian joint, but he speaks English better than I speak Spanish. So I'll see. I'm sure he'll be okay with it. But I'll take you there. It's very, very good. All of them you can you'll eat. I mean, I don't think have I ever not finished a ceviche?
No.
I've never not finished it, but you got to work at it. There's a lot of shrimp. I'm not kidding you. It's a huge bowl. But it's bizarre. They don't cook it. It's just sitting in lemon juice. That's pretty cool, you know. Cora Porter asks, is it hard to get pain meds appropriately prescribed? I'm not a guy who ever gets pain meds. I don't know. I can tell you this. When Tommy got his tooth taken out, every time I've had teeth taken out, like this is a molar, like a wisdom tooth. Anytime I've ever had him taken out, I got, legit painkillers because it was, they gave him just like a
really strong NSAID.
Yeah. Oh, like strong NSAID, like a ibuprofen with a turbo, you know what I mean? But it's a non-narcotic. They don't, I mean, unless you go, I think if you had a leg blown off, they probably give you something narcotic in a hospital, but they just don't like those, Barbara says, I had a prosthetic eye made in 3 hours. Fascinating process and true art form. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that's pardon the pun, but I can, that's pretty neat. I do. We had a friend that they made them by hand. Brock asks, was it a 3D print? Was it 3D printed? That's interesting. They're 3D printing everything right now. Have you seen the 3D printed homes I'm not even making that up. It's pretty cool. Austin Allen. Give them a Pepper X. They will not care about the teeth being pulled. Hot pepper, I'm told. What you eating there, Tommy Scoville? Yep, the acids in the lemon juice cooks the ceviche. Am I the only one that goes, huh? Excuse me? How does that work? So you throw them in there raw, and am I the only one who wonders a little bit about that? I mean, I haven't talked about it yet, but I'm like, what do you mean you don't cook it? No, you just toss them in there. Isn't that kind of weird to you, or not?
You ever had a shrimp that tastes bad in ceviche here?
No, never, absolutely not. But isn't the process kind of bizarre? Okay, well, good. I'm not the only one. Kristen says it's like pickling it. I can see that. I can. All right, so I'm going to remember this Friday. Tommy and I are going to be starting something new, and it's going to rock the boat a little bit. You think it's going to rock the boat, or is it going to? What's it going to do?
The people that love what we do will laugh.
The
people that are not fans, let's so to speak, might not.
It's a good answer. The people that love us and people that dig us, you know, my family here, you're going to laugh. It's going to be fun. A little edgy. People that don't like us, they're not going to like it. Not going to like it at all. But that's, you know, one of the reasons we're doing it. It's important. And we're going to tease it for the rest of the week. And when it happens on Friday, but it's going to be on his channel and my channel, and it's going to be fun. Thursday, we're going to the Recovery Center. So get ready for that. We're going to have more video. I want to almost we can't do that yet. I want to learn a lot more about Mac. So I'm going to spend some time talking with him because he's a really great guy. But we'll have a bunch of video from that and show you the process and the progress that's happened there. So get ready for more good stuff. I appreciate you all being here. I mean it. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you get a chance to try that Salsa De Aji Dulce, try it. It's fantastic. It's mild and yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Salsa. Court reporter says, I take meds when necessary, and it's always in my mind excess. Many of them, many take them as prescribed. You know what? I had, yeah. Here's the thing. Even when you take them the way you're supposed to take them, problems can arise.
I don't worry about people taking them where they're supposed to take.
JD Castle says, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm the one whose Cash App you your money back when I thought something was wrong with my order and never received it. You apped me, but I apped the money back because I got it. Thank you, JD. That was awfully kind of you. I think I do remember you. It's always good to, when you try to be good to everybody, it comes back. I'm glad things worked out. You're a good person. It was a pleasure, crew. Dane, thank you. All of you guys are wonderful. I appreciate you being here. I didn't feel really good when this thing started. I was like, I got to do this because I didn't do one this morning. I'm glad I did. Thank you. You guys are wonderful. I will see you in the morning. Tommy's going to be live in about 20 minutes or so. So please catch him. And I'll be live in the morning. I think, you know what? I have a good idea for a morning video. How about you cook something and I put some sauce on it? That'll be an amazing video. Tommy's a great cook as well as a guru. See you guys later. I'm Johnny Scoville. Thank you for being here. And this was Chase the Heat. So that really bother you when I say that?